My name is Lisa Kent, and I'm here today to voice my opposition to the way the OUSD School Board has handled the entire appointment of the new school board trustee. I spoke on behalf of another candidate at the last meeting. Following the meeting, I was called at home by Mr. Salas, and I'm sure your stance is that my name and number are public information. That's true. But the act of Mr. Salas's unsolicited phone call felt like a deliberate attempt to intimidate me from participating in this forum. Fact-finding and reaching out to see what the community needed should have been done prior to his selection. What started out as supporting a very strong candidate and showing the school board they had the community's support has turned into something completely twisted. I would also like to add that Mr. Salas has showed up at several of the petition signings, even speaking to a person in the process of signing the petitions, other times hanging around the vicinity in order to be seen. It was a shameful charade that was put on here at the last meeting. You allowed candidates and their supporters to speak because legally you had to, even though you had already predetermined who had your vote. I've read the candidates' questionnaires, and I'm wondering what in the world stood out to you four to come to a unanimous vote. Was it the incomplete answers, the lack of involvement in our community and schools? What really made Mr. Salas the only choice for you? Could it be his registered voting party? Could it be his friendship with Mr. Surridge? The process to fill the board vacancy is spelled out in the Ed Code and also on OUSD website. So why did this board have no clue as to the process? One, it either proves that this board is not qualified to do this job, or two, you were trying to bypass the entire process, play politics while not breaking any laws. That's why you had counsel here and bumbled through the entire process. Nowhere in the OUSD policy does it mention paper screening, and it also states that the board will interview candidates in a public forum. Unfortunately, the reality is this board is making a decision based on their own agenda and not based on what the people in this area so clearly conveyed to you. You have appointed whom you know and who will allow you to continue your reign over OUSD. The choice of a short-term resident that has no connection to the district or our schools is shameful. And the statement you make here tonight denouncing the petition process is just another example of the board trying to intimidate and bypass our constitutional right to petition for an open election.